Hey everybody, what is going on? It is Saucy. Let me move my microphone a little bit closer. What's up? It's James. I'm doing a live stream in the morning. It's a little bit early. What's like 11:21 a.m. in the Pacific time. But we're going to talk about a few news things. I'm going to be doing I've been boasting about it. The other vlog and the other video, but I'm going to be doing like a laptop shootout. I'm gonna try to shoot for streaming it on every Monday at 6:30 Pacific time. So go ahead and watch it. I'm basically gonna compare from 3 to 5 laptops. Depends on how many I could research. I did 4, but I would have been ready right now for it, but I kind of got the wrong laptop. I was trying to do Haswell 14-inch laptops, business standards, T450, Dell Latitude E5450. I should have been doing an HP LeapBook 840 G2 and the early 2015 MacBook. The only thing is that this EliteBook is, I don't think it's really up to par with the T450. And this Dell Latitude E5450 is like kind of like an E series or L series ThinkPad. So, anywho, it would be more of a battle of the crap that HP and Dell offer against the beautiful T450 and the early MacBook Pro. If we go ahead and click on it, basically, I tried to give you guys a few things. The MacBook I kind of went a lot of detail about. It took me about I think an hour and 40 minutes for me to write, but basically just writing down what models to look for, or what type to look for. I don't know, but model, serial code, machine type model, all that good stuff. I will explain, or I would describe the processors that came with it, the GPUs if there is one, RAM, and the SSD options, so that when you're buying one, you can tell what to expect. Sometimes some people don't advertise if it's a hard drive or SSD. So if we see the the options on here, it would be, you definitely see what it could be, wishful thinking. And then, of course, I have the regular pricing, the lowest to highest. Maybe I should zoom in a little bit more on this. Hold on 1 second. The lowest to highest. Oh, shoot. That's too much. And then so there's a lot. This one happened to have a lot of, listings, 610 sold listings. So I did it by the pages. I might not do this all the time. I was just being a little more creative, but I can see the lowest, second page is the medium price, and it's the main one. So we see 800 to 920. So it can, I think if I show the pages, from 200 listings each page, if there's 10 pages, and page 3 to 10 are all about the same price, then it kind of shows you how competitive it is to, that's the main price you'll get it at. If you want to buy and resell, you'll probably get that and all that good stuff. And also I get a little bit more into it right here. I have the 4 parts as is models. Those are risky. That's why I say risky. There's I want to say 80% chance that's going to go bad if you buy 5 of them and all 5 are bad. Whatever. That doesn't work. It doesn't work that way. We have used one. This one is just I have a used with hard drive and used with SSD. SSD is only on this one. We have the refurbished. I'm trying to go with manufacturer refurbished, but I might do seller refurbished. We have the new in box, new in box, open box, and then we have the new, which should be sealed units. And on top of that, we have the auctions, buy it now. If it comes with an i5, it comes with an i7, maybe Celeron and Pentium, or i3 or AMD. I don't know if I want to do that. It's a lot. And then models that have 16 gigabytes of RAM advertised on the title. So it might be somebody who's looking for something with 16 gigs and don't want to mess with it. Or you maybe want to buy 16 gigs and want to resell it. You know, we could do that too. And then finally, we have the parts that you most likely need. Motherboard, or logic board in this case. We have the keys, keyboard. I don't want to write, keyboard. It kind of messes with the whole thing. We have the screen, or LCD. I'm trying to just focus on 1080p screens only on this part. Unless the model doesn't have a 1080p screen, then I won't do that. I would do 1080p and 4K or QHD or whatever would be, if there's an option for that on these displays. On the MacBook, there's only one, and it's like a, what screen resolution is it? It's like QHD or whatever, somewhere around there. And the last one would be the battery. So, if you want to buy it, but maybe if I'm gonna do with the 3 or 4 or 5 laptop comparison, we could go ahead and check which one we could get for parts pretty cheap. But if it needs something, you could compare it from other ones. So maybe, there might be, these laptops might be pretty cheap, but the battery can be the thing that deters a lot of people from it. And in this case, people sell the battery. Well, they sell the entire lid, battery and keyboard in the MacBook. But if you go to the Apple Store, Apple will replace the keyboard, touchpad, and battery for you for just $200. So, given that they can sell for $250 and $350, you can make good money out of that. If you, I don't know. So go ahead and vote out. We have a laptop shootout. Let me see if I can get this page correctly. This is for Monday, so get it, or not. This is not for Monday, but this is for, I guess, next week. I'm gonna be having each Monday when I do the live stream. I'm gonna have voting for the next week's. So this is just, I guess, getting ready for the next week. But so far we got only 7 votes. I have 198 subscribers, only 7 votes. All right, so something's going wrong here. We have the IPS battle, which has no votes. Nobody wants old ThinkPad. The 13th MacBook battle, nobody wants that. All right, whatever. Forget you guys. Ivy Bridge bricks. So if you guys want like the big Ivy Bridge monsters, W530, 15-inch. The 17-inch 8770W from HP, Dell Precision's M6700, and the mid 2012 MacBook Pro 15-inch. And then we have some Haswell Business Standard. I'm doing Broadwell Business Standard, I guess, kind of. I don't know, but that has 2 votes. This one has 2 votes, and Ivy Bridge, big pads have 3 votes. So it's a pretty close race. And of course, we have a Discord, and it's super popular right now. Looks like somebody. Oh no, nobody got it. Nobody added. Whatever. So go ahead and join the Discord if you guys want to. And let me just reposition this screen. Let's get into our news. We have some bad things going on. I'm a Verizon customer, so I have a Verizon unlimited plan. I think I pay like $120 when I pay my bill on time. And looks like they got like their Amazon this is not just Verizon. Amazon got hacked. Their databases got hacked, and Verizon happened to have stuff on there. So yeah, it's pretty crazy because it looks like you basically just have to change your password and your email, not your email address, but your password, your PIN number, but your phone number and your email address. If you're gonna get spam and you're wondering why you and your Verizon friends have spam, it's because of this. So yeah, pretty lame that it happens, but this is probably gonna happen all the time. I mean, hacking always happens all the time, no matter what. We are drinking Starbucks iced coffee, so if you have a iced coffee, go ahead and take a sip. And then I'm gonna kind of have some banter about Intel. So I'm not a true. I mean, all my ThinkPads, they have Intel processors in, I think the only one that doesn't. I don't even think I even haven't. I haven't really used AMD since 2013, I guess, when I gave up on my my desktop, my gaming desktop, with my brother. But as we know, AMD Epic's coming by soon, and they are gonna pretty much whomp Intel. And let's check this thing out. Oh my god. Wait, is it gonna? Oh wait, I don't think it's going to. What the hell? Where's this photo at? Let me see. Yeah, here we go. Like, this is so silly. It's like repurposed desktop product for server. What? Wait, what's going on here? Why would you guys say that? Poor tracks. This is where I want to get at. Poor track record, inconsistent supplier, and lack of ecosystem. Okay. Intel happened to get the ecosystem because they pretty much did pretty schemy practices when they got competition against AMD in around, I think, 2006 to 2008. They pretty much, like, here we go. I think this is the right article. They pretty much limited, like, CPU performance for AMD. I guess their compiler or something like that. But here we go. Intel paid and coerced software and hardware vendors to not support or limit support for the AMD processors. So, like, Intel did this, and they also, I guess they gave money to Dell, and it went up to like, it was up to like 75%, I guess, in like at the very end. Oh, where? Let me see if I have a bad research right here. But I guess there were some benchmarks back in the day where Intel went against AMD, and the Athlon was a better processor, but they manipulated people, and they told people to just, hey, we'll give you the CPU if you give us a good review, and just say AMD is bad, okay? And so I think it's pretty lame that we've had this happen, because had this not have happened, AMD probably wouldn't have lost. Another thing is that Intel went with one thing that helped make Intel lose a lot of market share was that Apple went with Intel for their MacBook line and their computer line. A lot of people were thinking they were going to go with AMD because AMD was going good, but I guess Intel talked to Apple about it and made the deal with Apple because the IBM PowerPC architecture was actually scaling out a lot worse than Pentium 4 at the time, and they couldn't make, just like the Pentium 4 was huge and hot, there was no G5 MacBook, because it just ran too hot. So yeah, seeing this about AMD, it's just, or I should say Intel trying to criticize AMD is pretty lame, because once people are gonna get these Ryzen processors, I'm thinking about getting one, to be honest. Although I like my Mac Pro, if this, if I can't do, I want to do gaming and streaming and stuff like that, and I can't do that right now with the Mac Pro because it's really too limited. And if I'm gonna spend, the $100, or no, I should say it's gonna be like, I think like probably gonna spend like about like $230 on a processor, or actually more than that if I actually want to do the dual slots. Yeah, it's just right now with the Mac Pro, it's limited unless I find a killer deal on a Mac Pro. And I guess we'll go ahead and jump into SoundCloud might be dying. Okay, this is my first news stream, guys. It's kind of, give me some time, all right? Give me some time. But Vice, or Noisy of Vice, whatever it's called, Noisy's part of Vice, says that SoundCloud might be dying. And it says reports of the company has said 50 days before the finances run out. And I guess SoundCloud says, no, this is not true, but I kind of doubt it. SoundCloud became whack. I mean, there's like, I mean, it was kind of cool. People were able to put their own kind of music, but then like in 2015, they ended up getting they purged a lot of their music, because unless like, you know, a lot of DJs and stuff like that that does sampling, there was a lot of people who were just uploading songs that you couldn't hear, and plus, you know, it's at this time YouTube Music there wasn't really YouTube Music, so you know, you couldn't play music on your phone. It would have to be video, and nobody wants to hog that much data. So like, you know, SoundCloud was the next best thing. If you didn't have like Spotify or who else would there, I guess iTunes. Oh no. Wait, did iTunes? There was an Apple. There was like an iTunes kind of, not Apple Play yet, but yeah, they just started taking down music because they started doing like a pay to play or pay to listen. Do I have the? No, I guess I don't have that part. But I think it says right here they had like I think like a a monthly $5.99 service and a $10 service per month, so you can listen to music and all that good stuff. Still got like a rough throat. We were cleaning at work yesterday, and I guess my windpipe's all messed up still. But I guess SoundCloud says that there's some inaccuracies within the TechCrunch article. They seem to stem from misinterpretation by information where one or two laid off employees during a recent all-hands meeting. Oh my god. Okay, so maybe the employee was mad, but still, it's like, they're pretty much, it's obvious that this is, you know, that there's something weird going to happen, because I'll keep on going back to Mixcloud, because there was some, I guess some of the sound. Oh my god, I said so many times. Executives were leaving SoundCloud. It kind of reminds me of Twitter, and it's because I guess they're just losing a bunch of money. They kind of screwed themselves over, because SoundCloud was like an underground kind of scene, and you could basically hire any kind of underground rapper. And anyone could be a rapper on SoundCloud. So it's just kind of funny, but they lost their fourth executive this year. Their CCO, Chief Content Officer, Mr. Stephen Bryan, left. Jeez. And he's not going to be... He left, I think this is in June? Oh no, May 31st. So, yeah, I think... If you're an artist and you have stuff on your SoundCloud, back it up. I think there is what was that? I can't think of Spectre Sound System, or not Spectra, SMG Spectre Music Productions or whatever. I forget. I can't think of his name right now. He uses he I think there's like this. Let me see. It's called DistroKid, not DistroWatch. Is it DistroKid? I think it's DistroKid. Yeah, distrokid.com. So this is not an ad, but I'm just saying, if you guys want to put music out there, you can. I guess if you upload your music here, they'll put it onto, like, let's see, iTunes, Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora, Amazon. Automatic upload to all these things, and you don't have to worry about it. So I think it's pretty cool that if you guys want to give something a shot, but I'd say give this thing, I think, what is like 100. It's $20. Wait, what? I think it's $20 a year. I don't know, but they like upload everything for you. So when you do your purge, because I think it's gonna be gone, go ahead and get it up right now. But a lot of this is, I mean, I think it's kind of lame, but SoundCloud. I was using SoundCloud, but I remember in 2015 it got whack because they started doing ads, and they started doing like a lot of ads. And then some music wouldn't play. They only give you a sample. And I do remember music being taken out too, because I had a lot of music I was listening to that wasn't there no more on my playlists. And I thought it was lame that anyone who had a label, pretty much you couldn't listen to their music anymore. So like people who used to listen to that, the full track, you only heard like a sample of it, and it says, pay to hear the rest of it, and it's like, okay, if someone's gonna pay like $5 a month to hear like a few songs, I'm pretty sure they'd rather just buy it off iTunes or Google Play for like $1.50, whatever it would be. And that's when maybe, because there was, out of the 20 songs, there was like, I think 7 that I had that after 20 songs that were left that I had to I couldn't hear, so I was like, okay, whatever. And that's kind of like the reason why I hacked my iPhone. But yeah, I would say check out Mixcloud. It's there's people that say it's a lot more lamer than SoundCloud, but whatever. But there's a lot of music on here. I actually saved some. I didn't know about this, but so I listen to difm.com. I have an account, or no, di.fm. They stream music. Therefore, EDM music. So if you're into EDM and techno and all that good stuff, give them a listen. But they recently, it was just I think I paid like $5 or $6 a month so that you could just listen to music without ads. And so I did that, and then like a few years back, they started doing like shows, and you were able to replay them back. And they kind of, I guess they didn't work with all the DJs who had podcasts and stuff like that, so some of them went away. And this is one of them, because you know what? I don't think Paradise Garage is gone, and another one who I used to listen to, I think was Anna Wall's podcast. I think she had like a disco house. It was pretty sweet, but they're gone now. So I guess you got to find other ways to get your music. And what I think I'm gonna try to somehow transition this into Oath, because maybe Verizon might buy SoundCloud. Verizon bought a bunch of companies. They bought Huffington Post. They bought AOL. They bought Yahoo for like $6 billion, or no, $4.5 billion. And what's kind of sad is that Marissa Mayer, she was like Yahoo's CEO at the time, or she became CEO, and then one of her big things is that she bought Tumblr for $1.1 billion, which is a lot of money. And I guess Verizon got a considerable discount because they bought Yahoo. So Tumblr's not even on here. That's kind of sad. But yeah, it's kind of funny. Like you see all these dead like news articles, and Gadget, oh geez, and TechCrunch. Well, at least we know who's gonna all be biased on here. But yeah, they called it, oh my gosh, 2023 million golden parachute. What the hell is this about? But yeah, I just feel bad because like she became like a CEO, and like everyone was like, yeah, a new female CEO, and I'm just like, it's just sad that Yahoo was in a really, really challenging position. And I think anyone who would have went to Yahoo would have probably faced this, because AOL went down, and who I think there's another company that went down too, but it was just all these markets that are just emerging, all these different news stories and all that good stuff. Good thing that they didn't get Gawker. I'm glad that Gawker just died, because Gawker was a piece of shit. But here's Oath, and we gotta watch this video. Oh, I guess we gotta lower it down. But it's just so hilarious to see. Look at this. Everyone who died. Everyone right here. #1 global news site. #1 shared on Facebook. So, I mean, Facebook is full of just great people, right? Right, guys? That's so hilarious. And then we have, it makes me wonder if Twitter's going to become soon if Twitter, I wouldn't doubt Twitter would get bought out by Verizon if this is the case. It'd be hilarious. But yeah, there's only like what 1, 2, 3, 4 of Twitter's leadership team that stayed in 2016. And I know that Twitter's just losing money, but it's just funny because there's a lot of people who complain. A lot of conservative people complain about that they can't, voice their opinion on Twitter, and they'll say like, the First Amendment, all that stuff, and people will fire back like, you gotta. It's not your playing ground to have that kind of opinion. But if there's gonna be like a right-wing Twitter or something like that, I know for a fact there's gonna be a lot of people a lot of players are gonna cry on there. And if there is like a shift, if there's gonna be another like a sort of Twitter kind of like thing, a lot of companies want to use this website. I'm just saying, as social media interaction, because there's like, I mean, there's a lot of companies that they have like YouTubes and stuff like that. Like my work company has a YouTube, and that's kind of one of the reasons why, like, when I searched for it, when I before I applied, I was like, huh, okay. And there's Twitter, there's Tumblr, there's Instagram. Instagram's popular too, but yeah, it's just I think I don't know. We might have something about it. And we are gonna close it with the ultimate R50P ThinkPad for sale with a QXG display. Now the R50P is an old ThinkPad. It's actually it's based off a Pentium T41. So spec wise it'll be close to T41. But we have this guy named Positive, a longtime ThinkPad forums member, selling their beloved R50P upgrade to the max, 2 gigs RAM max. This uses I think a PC 2700, not DDR2. They have a Hitachi hard drive, bestest fastest hard drive, running XP with the original set of recovery CDs, and it's in pristine condition. Slight surface scratches. Oh man, sounds pretty nice. No shine on the keyboards. Man, so this guy bought and paid almost $1,500 for it, and they want $1,000. This is definitely for collectors only. Way off my budget. But yeah, just throwing it out there. I think on my A31P, I'm not even done. Mine's not a museum piece yet. But if I want to make it a museum piece, I think I already spent about $350. And if I ever find another pristine condition A31P, it's probably gonna be like $450 at the end. So I guess I'm gonna leave it at that. So I'll see you guys around. I think I'm gonna do the stream on Monday because I showed my. If you guys haven't noticed the eBay, you guys probably so I'm gonna delete all the eBay streams. I can't do it anymore. I'm really bummed out about it because I liked doing that kind of stuff. I am gonna probably do like I need to do a live stream of like parting out a computer, testing and all that stuff, and laptops and all the good stuff. I want to help you guys. If you guys are thinking about buying and flipping laptops, it's really hard. I wouldn't recommend. You get to find like a really good deal someone is selling, and it has to be like, if you want to buy and resell a working computer, it's gonna be tough to find a grade A computer with a good battery if you want to make money, because I've sold a few laptops. Like I bought them for $250 and sold them for $500. But if it sits and it, you get kind of, and I was like, I don't want to say, I guess my reselling is like my second source of income, but if you're hurting, I don't recommend doing that. I recommend just maybe doing like a computer service instead. So yeah, I'll end it at that, and I'm glad you guys are watching, and I'll see you guys